Hello and welcome to another episode of Culinary Voices, where we bring you real stories from the rising stars in the hospitality industry. I'm your host, and today I have with me a very special guest, Animit, a student from the Indian Culinary Academy, who has just returned from an incredible internship experience in France. Not only did he train in one of the finest kitchens, but he also received a job offer right there. Welcome, Animit. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, Animit, let's start from the beginning. You have just come back from your internship in France. How does it feel?
Ma'am, it feels really nice because I learned a lot from the kitchen, the place, the people, the culture, and meeting a lot of friends, making new friends, and overall, it was a good experience. I got to learn a lot.
So, did you have anyone coming from this college?
Yes, ma'am. I had one of my friends who joined with me. He's from the diploma batch, so we both went and worked in the same hotels, and it was good having him because we did have a support and someone to look to when we needed some help or something like that.
Can you tell us about the hotel where you did your internship?
Yes, ma'am. So I did my internship in the Rocky Pop Flane and Grenoble. So the Rocky Pop Flane is a ski resort situated in Flane, which is on the Alp Mountains, and it's essentially a ski resort where you have your ski rental shops and you have three main restaurants. One is the Japanese kitchen, the main buffet, and the fromage kitchen, where it's made only with uh, cheese and it's basically based on cheese. And Grenoble is in Grenoble, which is a city restaurant where it's like a boutique hotel, but its main focus is on having one restaurant, one bar, but you have a cycle shop also attached and a flower shop as well.
So, you have done your internship in two hotels. So, let's talk about the work culture. What was it like working in a French kitchen?
The work culture was nice. The friendships were really helpful. They taught a lot, and it's completely different from India because they have a different standard of cooking. The way they cook, I mean, we do the same processes, but the pre-process behind that cooking is really different because when it comes to a French kitchen, you have stuff in different places, but when it's an Indian kitchen, it's always in the fixed areas, and it helps a lot because you get to learn in both kitchens when you work in India and in France.
Did you find it difficult initially?
Initially, yes, ma'am, because one is the language barrier, but once I got through that, learning the recipes were
Yeah, the
pretty simple.
communication.
Yes, ma'am. The communication was difficult, but then learning the recipes was a little easy because they were helping me in translating. And luckily, the chefs I work with knew basic English. So, with my basic French and their basic English, we were able to communicate and get through all the tasks for the day.
So, were you paid during your internship? What was the stipend like?
Yes, ma'am. I've been paid for my internship. I've been paid 650 euros per month.
Okay, great. What about the accommodation and food? Was it arranged?
Yes, ma'am. My accommodation and food was arranged by the hotels itself. So for the week, I get 2 meals per day, including my day offs. And the accommodation was good. Me and my roommate stayed together, my friend from college, and it was nice. We had all the amenities, and the hotel provided laundry services as well. So we didn't have to take much of headaches for all that.
So that now your internship is over and you mentioned that you have been offered a job. Could you tell us more?
Yes, ma'am. So I was being offered a job to work the next season as a commie in Flame. The reason being because I worked with my sushi chef and he really liked my work ethic and the way I was working with them. I was always engaging with the chefs and always having good rapport. So he told he wants me to work with him for the next season. And he spoke to the general manager and the executive chef. And I've got a pre contract now. So I'll be going to France in December.
That's fantastic. So here's a question many students might be curious about. How does having a Schengen visa travel history work in the long run?
Having a Schengen visa travel history helps you in the long run because once you enter a Schengen country, it's a confirmed visa when you want to go for the next time because in the first time they scrutinize you a lot, they check your background and all. But when you have a Schengen stamp in your visa, it helps you a lot if you want to go to any of the European Union countries, which is under the Schengen countries. So that includes 29 countries. And yeah, it helps because having good visas on your passport always gives you a edge above the rest.
Let's talk about the initial days. Was it challenging to adapt abroad?
It was a bit, ma'am, because one is the language barrier, not knowing where you are, what to do. But then after you learn the language a bit, you make a good friendship with the chefs or your people who you work with. It will always give you more and more confidence to work. But I would say, yeah, the main issue would be the language barrier. But once you get through that, it really helps you a lot.
How did the college support you for the France interview?
Ma'am, the college supported me a lot. They gave me all the required questions, like a sample question paper. So I could go through that and see what kind of questions they would ask me for the interview. They helped me in booking my appointments, getting my documents in check so that I don't have any issues. And then in a month or two after my process were done, I was ready for France.
So, my last question to you is, what message would you give the fellow culinary students dreaming of international exposure?
My biggest advice would be to learn which country you're going to, learning their language, their culture, so that uh, the way you act with them always makes a big difference, because when you show that you want to learn their culture and you're open to learning, they'll always reciprocate that back. My second advice would be to be confident and be humble. And knowing the difference between confident and humble is really big, because the more you're humble, the more opportunities you get. But when you know something, it's always good to be a bit confident, so that the chef knows that if you get job or you have a task to do, they can trust you and do that task.
Anamit, thank you so much for sharing your inspiring journey. I wish you all the best as you prepare to return to France for the next chapter of your career.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
To our listeners, stay tuned for more such inspiring journeys only on Culinary Voices. Until next time, keep cooking, keep dreaming.